பெரியவா சரணம். நம்ம எப்பயுமே வரா மாதிரி இன்றைக்கும் ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு டிவோட்டி ஆற்றுக்கு வந்திருக்கோம். அதில் ஒரு ரெண்டு பாகமாக இந்த வீடியோ எடுக்க போகிறோம். ஒன்று கனட்டி மாமா தன்னோட அனுபவத்தை நம்மள்கிட்ட சொல்ல போகிறா. கனட்டி மாமா ஆற்றுக்கு தான் நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம். கனட்டி மாமா என்கிற அட்வொகேட் பாலசுப்ரமணியம் மாமா நம்ம 1954 நம்ம மடத்தில் தொடர்பு இருக்க வாழ்க்கை. அதாவது புதுப்பிரிவா பட்டத்துக்கு வந்த டைம்லேருந்து மடத்தில் அசோசியேட்டடாக இருக்கா. அந்த அனுபவத்தை நம்ம எடுக்க போகிறோம். அதை தவிர அவரோட பையன் யூஎஸில் ஒரு முக்கியமான மடத்தோட ப்ரோக்ராம் அது என்னங்கிறத நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுப்போம். அவரோட இன்டர்வியூ தான் நம்ம இன்றைக்கி எடுக்கிறதுக்காக வந்திருக்கோம். பெரியவா சரணம். இன்றைக்கி உங்களை கஷ்டப்பட்டு பிடிச்சிருக்கோம். நீங்கள் இப்போ திருப்பி அமெரிக்கா போனோம். உங்களுக்கு இந்த வாரம் போகிறேன் இல்லைங்க. பட் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டான ஒரு டாபிக் என்ன அப்படின்னா, ஒன்று ஹிந்து யூனிட்டி, அப்புறம் இண்டிக் ரெனைசான்ஸ்னால் உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற ஹிந்துஸ் எல்லாம் ஒன்று முடிஞ்சால் இந்தியாவுக்கு திருப்பி வரணும், இல்லை எங்கே இருக்காளோ அங்கேருந்து இந்தியாவுக்கு வேத ரக்ஷணத்தில் தர்ம ரக்ஷணத்தில் மடத்தை உதவணும். முக்கியமாக அதான் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். அதில் என்ன முக்கியமான விஷயம் நான் என்ன சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்னா, 2014 Indians realized a very important lesson called as Hindu unity. In 2014, when Modi ji became Prime Minister for the first time, they did a event in Madison Square Garden. So while they started doing the event, planning the event, they understood that Indians are divided into several diasporas. It can be language diasporas or cultural diasporas or state-driven diasporas like Andhra diaspora, Karnataka diaspora, Tamil Nadu diaspora. So it was becoming difficult for them to bring crowd to the Madison Garden in terms of these split diasporas. So what they first did is they united all the diasporas together. You would know, being in US for a very long time, they united these diasporas, and that's how the Madison Square Garden event became a major success event. And then actually it became a world level model for all the countries or all the events wherever they were planning. They used this model to unite their own people. ஸோ இந்த மாடல் நம்ம மடத்தோட KKSFங்கிறது காஞ்சி காமகோட்டி சேவா ஃபவுண்டேஷனுங்கிற ஒரு இன்ஸ்டியூஷன் 90s ஆரம்பித்து, நீங்கள் எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சு நீங்கள் சொல்ல போகிறீங்களா அதை பற்றி, அதுக்கு அந்த மாடலை நம்ம உபயோகம் பண்ணி உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற எங்கெல்லாம் காஞ்சி மடத்தோட பக்தாள் உலகத்தில் எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்காளோ அவளெல்லாம் சேர்ந்து இந்த பேனரில் மடத்துக்கு சேவை பண்ணணும். அதுதான் மெயின் ஆப்ஜெக்டிவாக வைக்கிறச்சே. உங்களுக்கு தான் பெரியவாளும் அதே விஷயத்தை தான் சொல்லியிருக்கா. அதுக்கு பற்றி ஒரு டிஷர்ட்டும் நீங்கள் வச்சுருக்கேன். அதை கொஞ்சம் காட்டினேன்னா ஜனங்களுக்கு பெரியவா என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கிறது
கரெக்ட். ஆமாம், நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஐ திங்க்
கம்யூனிட்டி ஃபஸ்ட்டு
அப்புறம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா யூனிட்டி மஸ்ட். ஸோ
பியூட்டிஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது.
தட் இஸ் த பிக் மெசேஜ் நம்ம ஆச்சாரியா கிட்டேருந்து டு ஆல் தி டிவோட்டீஸ். ஹவு கேன் வி பி கைண்ட் ஆஃப் united so that we can serve our roots. So Periva, what he says is, see, we are all split across, we are in all other countries like USA, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East. We are all there. But for all of us, root is in Bharatam, which is our Hindu religion is the root, right? That is in Bharatam. So these are all branches and leaves. So Periva wants to make the root strong. For the root to be strong, we have to be kind of united and then serve the roots. So that is the message Periva has given, which is the community first, unity must. So that's a big message, and he expects all of us to adhere to that and serve towards that message, community first, unity must.
Super. So when you say this, you are the youngest member of KKSF USA. In the 90s, can you give us an idea of as to how KKSF started?
Sure, yeah. So back in 1990, this was started by few ardent devotees. By KKSF, they started in New Jersey. So still the KKSF is registered in Manalapan in New Jersey. It is a 5013 organization which is being run, which is basically a non-profit, which represent Sri Matam. All the activities are being blessed by our Acharya, and whatever Acharya's message is, we try to fulfill that through activities in US right now.
So what was the initial activities in 90s and how it has now transitioned into a new
Sure, definitely. Yeah. Initially, I think the activity was through the pujas. They do Jayantis and Aradhana.
Anusham and the Mari.
Anusham and the yeah, exactly. Anusham, Mahaperiyava Jayanti, Balaperiva Jayanti, and Puduperiva, Jayendra Periva Jayanti. And after that, they did Aradhanas of the Acharyas as well as the Perivas. And then they did some Padaka Yatras also. Some little bit of Padaka Yatras also they did. So we still do those activities. We still do Anusham, we still do Jayantis, we still do Aradhanas. Based on, again, it's right now we are in more than 20 plus locations. So all these locations
in US.
In US, just in US, more than 20 plus locations, and more locations are being added. There are a lot of devotees. We are trying to unite a lot of devotees. So there are more new locations are being added, and Perivas is blessing all those new locations.
Okay.
So Periva knows all.
Anuguram Bhashanam Mari
Anuguram Bhashanam Mari, we are doing it, and then we are going to have. In fact, we are going to, as we speak, there is a plan to unite. Or have Anugrah Bhashanam for some of the new devotees who are going to be onboarded into KKSF. Our Periva is going to give a speech probably in a month or so. So that is these are some of the new locations that are coming up.
Okay.
So which we are going to do it. So we still do so based upon the locations, people do like Anusham, Jayanti or other, but I am giving you a general program of the KKSF, right? So these we do. Plus we do Padaka Yatras also, because Padaka Yatras is a great way to connect people, new people also. Because we go to one person's house, they invite their friends, so we can talk about our Periva's mission and vision statement, right? So as I say, as you called out initially, the community first, unity must, right? That's a big message. So that's one of the key message we pass through these activities. This is one. And then there's other activity which we have added recently are Dharmic Bites. Where we bringing people who are scholarly people, who are well versed in modern science, plus who are well versed in our Vedic literature also. So they come and they blend and they kind of provide the commonalities. In a common in Vedic, these are very old scriptures, but they have kind of founded or discovered some of the activities. So they compare and they call out those research that was done while some time back, which people are not able to understand. They try to provide an easy to understand word. And the Mari, we did a series of lecture which was attended by people across the globe, not only US, India, Middle East, Australia, across the globe, by Dr. Raj Vedamji.
Yes.
I think we did that lecture. And then probably 2-3 months back, we had one more lecture where Sitaram Ayagiri, he did a speech about the science of Varnaprashanam, which was blessed again by our Periva. And again, same thing, it was attended by devotees across the globe, not just US. So this is one of the activities. Then we have a next gen. See, main thing what our Periva says is, it is not enough we being in our current generation support it. We want the next generation, because they are the ones who are going to carry this forward.
Yes.
Right? Not only in US, Middle East, India also. So since we are US based, KKSF is a US based, we have another country store, we want to expand another country, but since I represent KKSF USA, I'm talking about KKSF USA, where we wanted the next generation of people who are in KKSF, who we want them to kind of unite and contribute towards our Hindu religion, right? So that's what we have a lot of activities, right? For them, it is not only enough we do pujas, right? Puja is one form, but there are other activities where they can mingle with their age group people, discuss. There could be some topic which they want more clarifications, right? By bringing in the scholarly people like Raj Vedam and even next genders.
Yes.
So they can get some of those hard questions which as a person I would not be able to answer, but people like Raj Vedam or Sitara Ayagiri or other people, they will be able to answer those hard questions so that they get clarity in our religion.
Yeah.
Right? They should not think it's a closed religion, right?
Yes.
Or close-ended. So by having these discussions, they get clarification and they get to support the activities and continue this dharmic culture for the next gen. So that is there.
Actually, this program I feel is today more crucial than any other program, because the world being so polarized today,
Correct.
and people attacking Hinduism so easily across the globe, where you know, in places like Oxford, Cambridge, they do presentations and lectures
Right.
against the such a old culture.
Right.
It's very important for us to reach out to our own people and make them realize
Correct.
the importance of
Exactly.
our
exactly.
culture. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not only that, then we in fact we did there was a lecture done by the next geners
Ah.
how to handle the Indophobia in universities.
Oh,
So
okay.
she did a session, how to talk, how do we do it. So encouraging them to form associations, so they have a voice to say. So that type of activity is also done, right? And then plus it gives them to talk to somebody like them also.
Yeah, right.
So like them, it could be a
Who are in the
club.
fence.
Exactly. Who are the fence, and make them confident, right? Confident about your background, not to shy away from your background,
Yeah,
right? So those activities plus. Our Periva is big. He wants our next generation, right? So he devised a program called Nagareshu Kanchi,
Ah.
where he wants people in US come to India, spend some time in India, have darshan of our Acharya, talk to other people, visit our temples, as well as do sightseeing in India also, learn about our culture.
Yes.
So that they don't forget our roots. See, they are the people who are going to carry this culture, because there are some people who I moved to US in 1996.
Ah.
So, but the next genders are the one who are going to carry forward this. We need more people. So by having this connection, it continues. That's the main thing our Acharya, our Periva wants to do. So that's why he devised this Nagareshu Kanchi program, where people come in, visit our temple, visit places in India, and then they have a connection. And continue that connection with our country, with our Bharatam, and then with our religion also.
Yes.
And then it's an exchange, right? People in India exchange their ideas with people abroad.
Yeah.
And people abroad exchange their ideas here. So it's more of a discussion. Because our Periva always says, right? It's the community, and it's the connection, and it's the communication. So that's the 3 C's.
Okay.
Community, connection, communication.
Communication.
They need these connections. Periva's words, Periva says that. So that's the thing which we are trying to enable with the next geners, so that they can continue this going forward.
ஆமாம். அண்ட் ஆல்சோ இஃப் யூ நோட்டீஸ் பெரியவா உபன்யாசத்தை நம்ம க்ளோஸாக இன்றைக்கி நம்ம கேட்டோம்னா எங்கே போனாலும் ஒரு விஷயத்தை பெரியவா முக்கியமாக சொல்கிறான். அதாவது ஸ்ரீருத்ரம் நல்லா சொன்னால் அது அமெரிக்காவில் சொன்னால் பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை, அது பாரத தேசத்தில் தான் சொல்லணும். அதனால் பிரவாசியாக இருக்கிறவா நிவாசியாக ஆகணும். ஸோ பிரவாசி பாரத் டு நிவாசி பாரத் அப்படின்னு பெரியவா வந்து ஹீ இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் ஃபோக்கஸ்ட் ஆன் returning of Indians to India mainly.
Correct.
So that is why all his efforts are towards converting these pravasis into nivasis. So adla mukkiyamaana gateway vandu KKSF according to me, where whoever is doing any small activity in the US as a separate group who is not in KKSF should think of coming to KKSF, joining KKSF, joining the mainstream, joining the Matam, and then that way return to India in a larger agenda of Indians coming back to India.
Correct.
Right? So I see KKSF the most important gateway to this connection.
Exactly, yeah. On the same front, right? Since you mentioned that, just to give little more information, KKSF is now led by Arun Sitaramanji, who is based out of California. He is the president of KKSF.
Okay.
And then we have Ramesh Natarajanji, who is also a
oldest member of.
Yeah, exactly. So he is the vice president. He takes care of the operation. And then Santanam Natarajan is there, who is the secretary of it.
Okay.
So Ramesh Natarajanji is based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and Santanamji is based out of Dallas, Texas. So they are part of the leadership team, and there are other leaders as part of the KKSF board, but these 3 people are the primary people who manage and run the organization right now. Again, they are being directed by our Periva.
Yes.
So the way we say it, to put it in more modern terms, Periva is our CEO. Right?
Yes.
He is our CEO. We are all our volunteers, devotees, whatever word, and we just follow it. That's the reason, since you mentioned about KKSF, Periva also, if you go to kamakoti.org website, which is official website of Sri Matam, in that they have mentioned Arun Sitaramanji as a contact for US.
Okay.
So they have mentioned his name. So because this is being Arun Sitaramanji and Ramesh Natarajanji and Santanamji have been nominated by our Periva, because he has officially nominated them, and it's an official organization that represents Sri Matam, and all the activities are being directed by Sri Matam and by our Periva. So that's the reason why he has put Arul Sitaramanji's name on the kamakori.org website, so that devotees are clear also. So
Okay.
I want to
Now, to come to the next big question of how can somebody, let's say somebody is in East Africa, or somebody is in a very small country like Cyprus, or somebody, there are a lot of devotees in London today. How do they come into the mainstream? How can they connect KKSF?
Correct.
What is the procedure? How can somebody start a KKSF branch in a place like, say, in Europe or Middle East, or upper part of APAC,
Sure.
or where there is no presence of KKSF currently?
Correct.
How do they start?
Yeah, so I think I can give a perfect example, because we recently, KKSF Australia, New Zealand was formed.
Oh,
Recently.
okay.
Probably maybe in the last 3 to 4 months back, I think it was launched.
Okay.
To give it again, to start it, first we have to have our Periva's Acharya's blessings.
Yes, exactly.
So whoever is want to start KKSF, have to come to Sri Matam, contact our Periva,
Okay.
and then get his blessing, give their intention to Periva,
Okay,
say
okay.
that we want to do it.
Okay.
Right. And then obviously we have to wait for our Periva's blessings and guidance. Once it does it, Periva itself will automatically direct. So the way for Australia it happened is, Australia, New Zealand, there were few devotees who reached out to our Sri Matam,
Okay.
and then Periva gave their blessings, and then Periva directed them to Arun Sitaramanji and Ramesh Ji and Santanamji, so which is USA. So since USA, since we have in more than 20 plus organization or location where KKSF is there, and there is a leadership team there, and activities are being done for a long time, since 1990.
Yeah, also 30 years you have done activities,
Exactly,
right? So
exactly.
obviously,
Yeah. So they reached out to us, and then we gave all the activity details, and then tell how to form. I think basically it was being done by Arun Sitaramanji and Ramesh Ji. I'm just mentioning what they did.
Yeah.
So I want to make that point clear. So they gave the direction, they gave the details. In fact, the first call that happened, even Periva came and gave a blessings, and gave a bhasham also along with it, with the both the Australian team. And Periva says again, he emphasized on that. Community first, unity must. He said, you guys are dispersed, but again you have to be united. Continue the partnership, not just by giving the details, don't go alone. Continue the relationship, collaborate with each other, and then do it, do the activities. In fact, there was a Sagastra Dala Padma Aradhana event happened. It started with Australia and then US also.
Oh.
So to your point, first, once Periva blessings is there, he will guide us.
yes.
And then, as you said, since KKSF is there for last 30 years, with the able leadership of Arunji and Rameshji and Santanamji, they will get the contacts through our Matam, and then they will discuss the activities. In fact, we had a Zoom call, and then we guided them how to start a WhatsApp group, and then how to add people, how to reach out to people. So all those activities, I think, will be guided by the KKSF leadership team. So that's the right. But first thing is, first get the blessings from Sri Matam and Periva. That's the first step they have to do. And in fact, Periva, as you said, Periva wants to start in all. As you rightly said, right? We want Nivasi Bharat to be...
Pravasi Bharat to be Nivasi Bharat.
Exactly. So that's the intention. That's the right way to do. Again, through this medium, through your video, I would also urge devotees who are on the fence. Anybody can do it. See, I was just a devotee. Somehow I was brought into this to contribute or volunteer our time, right, to a Periva, because now it's very needed. We need to do, because a lot of projects our Periva Acharya is doing. So we need, that the way I say is, everybody has to be an ambassador. It doesn't need to be only leadership team or volunteers, right? Everybody, whatever part, small or big, be the ambassador for our Sri Matam, support our Periva.
Okay.
So that we can take this to, we can fulfill Periva's vision and mission.
Okay.
That is the goal. That is the primary goal.
Okay. So to understand the contributions of all who do it to KKSF basically goes to Sri Matam's programs.
Correct.
So can you talk about the programs which are being funded by KKSF?
Yeah. So I would say more than funded, I would say organized by KKSF is maybe a better word from our perspective. So we continue doing this Jayantis and Aradhana is there, Anashram program every month. Some locations do it every month.
Yeah.
And some locations they do Veda Samrakshanam also. In a sense, like they go as Ritviks. People who Rudrabhishekam, they go as Ritviks on behalf of KKSF.
Yes.
They go and chant Rudram and Chamakam on behalf of KKSF. They do that, some of the people. And we do Padaka Yatra. We continue doing Padaka Yatra.
Yeah.
As we speak, in fact, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a Padaka Yatra that is happening in Michigan as we speak. In this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then on October 3rd week, we did Padaka Yatra in Seattle also. Seattle, where they did it. So Padaka Yatra is one of the biggest channel which we are continuing.
Yeah.
And
also today it receives a lot of good reception. If you see, Paduka Yatra receives excellent reception in all these places today. You know, people are so excited. They want to carry Periva's Paduka on their head. They want to welcome him. They play music. They organize big camps and all that. So it's a big thing actually.
And then personally being attended few and conducted some of the in our location within US, it's very touching, very moving. We can see the emotions what devotees have. They feel very near and dear, and it's amazing because I know Periva wants people to be in India, but being in US, people it's really amazing how he clears the worries and the troubles what people have in abroad. It's very touching. If you attend some of these, it's very, very touching. There are few instances, but again, I don't want to go into detail, but very, very touching. I could see the reaction of the people.
Crying.
Exactly. And then the blessings, what they get, and how they are very happy, and they still talk about it. That's the wonder. Even after more than 1 year, 2 years, people still talk about it and say, talk about still the Padaka Yatras and the blessings, what they had. That is there. And then the main thing, other focus is the, as you said, the activity is the program is the Dharmic Bites, right? Dharmic Bites, I think media, because next gen, right? There is a separate next gen clubs. Where they conduct programs on their own. There's a social media also. We have a YouTube, we have Instagram, there's a Facebook where our next geners, most of the next geners are there. So they see those activities, they see information about KKSF activities.
It's called as KKSF Next Gen, right?
Next Gen, exactly.
The page itself
is, exactly. There's a KKSF Next Gen is there. So that activity, so that they can do, see, they have their own style of doing activities, right? Like, see, the previous generation, we do it a different way. Next generation do it in a different way. So the KKSF Gen, so they conduct like more of a music activities, or they participate in a debate, they talk about it. So they have a different way of doing these activities. That is being led by a few other people. The next gen is being led by next geners. Not like people like me or who are from the previous generation. It is being led by the next geners. So that's why the next gen is being led by the next geners, and they conduct the activities. All those updates, they give it in the in those media channels. It's a very active media channel. Again, through this channel, I will request people to join that. They can always go to our website, kksfusa.org. In fact, we are working on revamping the website. Within shortly, with Periva's blessing, we will be launching a new website, new updated website. Shortly we'll be launching it. With that, so we are trying to, as you said, we are trying to reach out to next generation, right? So the word what we use, we want to use it in a way they understand, right? See, we know what is Vedam, Vidya, Vaidya means, right? So we update again. This all through Periva's blessing, right? We call it culture, wellness, education, so that the next generation they understand, they can relate.
The purpose.
Exactly. So culture is one where we preserve the culture. We have to maintain the culture, bring out the good things about our culture, and clear the misconception what the next geners have about our culture, right? So that is one of the primary agenda through this next gen club where we try to clear. And then health is very important, right? So in fact, Periva has started a big project in Andhra near Podili. It's near a place called Ongor called Podili. It's a village. He has started a Sanatana Dharma Seva Grama. It's a second year, I think, in progress. It's a CBSE school. Where they study CBSE. Plus, at the same time, they learn about our culture also. So he is blending the modern education with our traditional education. So that's one of the big way he is trying to forward. He's trying to move forward. Plus, our Acharya mission is he wants to have this in each and every state in India. So that's his vision. So it's a great plan, right? Because it's a global plan with the localization option.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yes.
See, when these people study, they study about our culture. You have people, you want somebody from Andhra, you have somebody from Andhra coming in, right? It could be for the temple, or it could be for some religious activities back in abroad, either USA, Europe, anywhere, right? It's localized for them. Or you want somebody from Assam, they'll come from Assam, right? So that's why I call it a global plan with a localization option, which again, Periva is designed all these activities. So that's one big activities I think which have been done, where they can communicate. So our previous generation of our Vedic Pandits, right? They were good in the Vedic Pandits, but communicating in either in English or language was I don't say a challenge, but there was a little gap.
Yeah,
right?
they couldn't reach people so
exactly.
easily.
Plus now specifically with the next generation, with a lot of people living abroad, we need people who can communicate and clear these misconceptions. I know there are scholar people like Dushyant Sridhar and all making a lot of effort.
Also visiting US many times.
Exactly,
and
they are doing it. But from our side, our Pandits who are Vedic Pandits, who are local temple or people who visit, so Periva is enabling them also to communicate. Right?
To like upanyasam la.
Exactly, on the Mari. Plus, in fact, as most people know, Periva is doing a lot of Parasalas in Tirupati and all. Same thing, right? Not only Vedam, they study schools, they can communicate.
Sampradaya, for example.
Sampradaya, exactly. So that next generation, then we have to communicate. Specifically, if you talk about kids in abroad, right? They want to have a dialogue, right? So these people, when they can communicate, they can provide information, they can clarify, and we can bring them back. We can make them strongly bounded to our roots.
Okay.
That's one of the message I think.
So apart from all these, for example, I see the next big group emerging in the Middle East.
Right.
Where people like Suri, for example, who I had interviewed as well, he is like your old KKSF members who started activities in the 90s. Suri Mama started activities in the late 90s, early 2000s, and he carried on in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and so there I think is the next big target for KKSF to go, and there you already have a strong member called as Rajesh Chandrasekhar who can build a big group for you in Middle East.
Right. Yeah.
Similarly, you can see places like Netherlands, Cyprus, London, UK. In UK itself, there is Ireland, United Kingdom. So you, I think people here should take interest in contacting KKSF. Especially Europe. I think Europe there is absolutely no presence for us in terms of a big diaspora per se. There may be devotees, there may be small Anusham groups, but I want them to connect with. Also, I see a major opportunity in aligning with other big groups like Sacramento Mahaperiyava Mandali, New Jersey Periva Temple, and other big influential groups who have already created a mini diaspora in those areas, right? So they also should align and work as a united group to make sure that the objectives of Periva, especially the Kanchi Kamakoti Pitam's objective of Dharma Rakshanam, Veda Rakshanam gets sorted, because today we need lot of resources to run programs like Sampradaya, for example. Sampradaya, as far as I know, Periva wants to take it across India.
Right.
All the girls, especially who need today a lot of education in terms of our culture and habits and acharanam and all that. Most important program is Sampradaya for them. And that has to be funded in a very big manner because according to me, if you take the history of the Kamakoti Pitam, as you say, Vidya, Vaidya and Veda, Vidya and Vaidya, Mahaperiyava is Veda. Everybody would say Mahaperiyava is the Maru Avataram of Vedas, right? Vidya. Now when it comes to Puduperiva, he is the one who fired up the entire ecosystem. There was no ecosystem per se. Mahaperiyava was the only available source for the ecosystem. Then Puduperiva came and he built something called as the Hindu ecosystem, which was completely not there in India. So he built it, he created the Vidya system, and then the wellness. Balaperiva, as if you look at the shloka which Balaperiva he wrote on Mahaperiyava when he took the Pattam in 1983, he wrote something called as Guru Dashakam. In Guru Dashakam he himself writes, Bhaktanam ita vaktaram namasye chitta shuddhai. So he actually gives credit to Mahaperiyava that Mahaperiyava was always focusing on Bhaktanam Hita Bhaktaram.
Correct.
That's Bhakta's Hita,
Correct.
main, wellness. So I think if you say these three words,
Right.
Vidya, Vaidya and Veda, Vaidya or this one, it all actually denotes back to Periyava themselves.
Correct.
These three avatars, they have done so much of work
Exactly.
for in these areas.
Exactly.
I feel KKSF can contribute
Certainly.
enormously.
Exactly.
They just have to do only one thing.
Right.
Ensure unity. That's it.
Correct.
That's the only thing they have to
Exactly.
do.
Yeah.
Money is secondary.
Exactly. So to your point, right? I think as I said, we have to get blessing from Sri Madam. If they want direction too, right? I said kamakodi.org. We have Arun Sitaramanji. Email ID has been mentioned. They can reach out to Arun Sitaramanji. I know he works very hard, so always available. So if they don't know how to start, what to do, they can reach out to Arun Sitaramanji. And even to your point, even organization within US, reach out to Arun Sitaramanji's email, his contact information there in kamakodi.org.
Yeah.
And he's always willing to talk to people, and then we can guide people too. So what to do, and we can take it to the next step.
Yeah.
So we can always do. I think they can feel free to reach out. There is no need to hold back anything. Information is there on the website. They have to just send an email, and then they can reach out to you.
Okay. So apart from all this, do you like to say anything at the end before we conclude?
Just to conclude again, which we told in the beginning, right? Our Acharya Periva message, which is community first, unity must, right? So that's the only thing. I think that is really critical right now. I'm talking purely from a USA perspective, because there are a lot of organizations working in silos
is of no use.
Exactly, it's of no use. We have to go as one channel. I know you gave a very spot on example of the initial event that happened, diaspora event happened where
Madison Square.
Madison Square. So that's a perfect example. Again, for Kanchi Kamakodi, there are a lot of silos. We are working. We should not have silos. How can we channelize through? And Periva wants KKSF to be the channel. In fact, a lot of devotees who went and had darshan of Periva, I'm sure Periva would have guided them to one of the volunteer of KKSF.
Of course.
They were guided. So Periva wants KKSF to be the arm on from a US and maybe other location.
Yeah.
So that's very critical. Community first, unity must. That is really required. And at the end, I would like to give one more quote which our Periva given in one of their speech. Right? He requests all our devotees to be simple, to be a sample, and to be an example.
Wow.
So that is our Periva's thing, which really touched me personally, and a lot of other devotees said. So I would like to conclude with that, saying that we all surrender ourselves to our His Holiness Lotus feet, and then be a simple sample and example, so that we can take our Periva's vision to the next level.
Yes.
So one other thing which one of the other volunteers says, right? Karuviya irukada. So we all just be an instrument, and it's not I, it's all we, which we, so that we can fulfill our Acharya's Periva's vision, so that this, Madam, I know it will continue, but how can we can continue help out, so that we can give some rest to our Periva. I know he's working very hard. He works 18 hours, 16 hours.
Yeah.
So by all being an ambassador, we can give some relief to our Periva, so that he can take some rest. So with that, Jai Jai Shankara, Aragara Shankara. Sankaram Loka Shankara.
Sankaram Lokashak. Yeah. So in terms of the diaspora example, again coming back to the same topic which I started, all the temple diasporas which today Hindus have in US, in UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, and wherever, in Middle East or wherever, and also now there are a lot of new temples which is going to come. Now the biggest example is Middle East again, where there are no temples at all. It was not allowed earlier. Now they have themselves opened up. So when these things come, these are the first gateways of diasporas. That's where associations will begin. So I think KKSF should be the contact point. Wherever there are temple diasporas, KKSF should approach them, ask them to see if they join the KKSF fold. Because Kanchi Kamakodi Peetham has built several temples. It has maintained several temples. It has done Kumbhavishekam for at least 5,000, 6,000 temples in India, where Puduperiva himself would have done 3,000 Kumbhavishekams during his time. So these temples would have opened temples in US. For example, TTD would have opened temples, and many other temples would have opened branch temples in USA. So those diaspora members should contact KKSF and become a part as an additional arm to KKSF. Right? So, having said all this, I hope people across the globe become united, come under the fold of KKSF, and strengthen all the key programs which Periva is looking for. It is time, we have to do it. It is our duty to support Periva's mission. Periva Sharanam.